In my previous class, I told you what is a chemical reaction. Okay, what is a chemical reaction? At the same time, how to write a chemical equation also. How to write the chemical equation. In this class, we will discuss few important characteristics of a chemical reaction. Few important characteristics of chemical reaction. Not all the characteristics may not be take part in a chemical change, but these are the characteristic properties. Any one of the characteristic property may be observed during the chemical reaction. Okay, what is the first property? Change in the state. Change in the state. See this one, this is the wax. This is the wax. This is a candle made up of wax. Okay, so this is in solid state. This is in solid state. I have taken only simplest experiments. Okay, now what I am doing, I lighted the candle. Observe this one. What happens to the candle after few minutes? After few minutes, observe the changes that are taking place. If you observe this carefully, this solid state candle, which is made up of wax, is slowly converted to liquid. Observe this one. This is converted to liquid. At the same time, if you observe this carefully, you will find a flame. You will find a flame. Hot gases are escaping. Hot gases are escaping. So those hot gases are nothing but carbon dioxide. Not only carbon dioxide. Not only carbon dioxide. In addition to the carbon dioxide, water vapor is also present. Water vapor is also present. Observe this one. This solid state candle slowly converts to what is happening. Observe this one. This is converted to liquid state. Observe this one. This solid state wax is melting and it is converted to liquid state. Are you clear? Next one. At the same time, you will find the flame. Along with the flame, you will find carbon dioxide gas is escaping. Okay. Next one, water vapor is also there. So during the chemical reaction, observe this one. Change in the state may take place. So water formed during the melting of candle, carbon dioxide and water vapor is formed. New substances are formed and change in the state also taken place. Are you clear? Next, come to the second one. Change in color. I will mix these two reactions at a time. Okay? Change in color. Observe this one. Now listen to me. This is barium chloride. This is barium chloride, white powder. Next one, this is sodium sulfate. Sodium sulfate. See this. I will show you. Observe this one. Barium chloride is white in color, white powder. Okay, can you see this? White powder. Next one. This is also sodium sulfate, which is white in color. Are you clear? Now what I am doing, I am preparing the aqueous solutions of barium chloride and sodium sulfate. Barium chloride and sodium sulfate. Give me some water. Pour the water here. You pour the water. Right, enough. Here also. Right. Observe this one. What I am doing, I am preparing aqueous solutions of barium chloride and sodium sulfate. Barium chloride and sodium sulfate. Observe these two. Okay, these are the aqueous solutions. What do you mean by aqueous solution? If any salt or if any substance is dissolved in water, that solution is known as aqueous solution. Now, if you observe this carefully, what I am doing, I am pouring the, see this one, barium chloride and sodium sulfate in a conical flask. Observe the change that takes place immediately. What do you find? White, milky white, pure white color is formed here. Okay, these two are the colorless solutions. But after the chemical reaction, what happened? There is a change in the color. Observe this one. Change in color has taken place. At the same time, if you observe this carefully, you will find a powdery white substance at the bottom of the conical flask. Powder white. Observe this one. Okay, white substance, undissolved substance is formed. Observe this one. See this one. At the end, see this one, at the bottom of the conical flask, see this. Do you observe it? Okay, at the bottom of the conical flask, you will find undissolved substance. This undissolved substance is known as what we call it? Precipitate. Precipitate. See this? Here, with the one experiment, we observed in a chemical reaction, change in color may take place. At the same time, precipitate is also formed. Here I am writing the equation for this one. Barium chloride plus sodium sulfate. Okay, so this is the reaction. Barium chloride, BaCl2 plus sodium sulfate, Na2SO4. Are you clear? Now, see, what are the products formed here? Barium sulfate plus sodium chloride, NaCl. This sodium chloride is aqueous solution. Okay, because sodium chloride is formed in water. Are you clear? Aqueous solution of sodium chloride is formed. At the same time, barium sulfate, a white precipitate is formed. This is known as what we call it? White precipitate. This precipitate is white in color. So some undissolved substance is formed here. See this one. This is insoluble in water. Observe this one. Do you find the powdery substance which is insoluble in water? It is insoluble. Okay, it is insoluble in water. This insoluble substance which is formed at the end of the chemical reaction is known as what we call it? Precipitate. So formation of precipitate is observed here. Are you clear? So we have taken only barium chloride and sodium sulfate salts and we prepared the salt solutions. Okay, it is there also in activity part. In the activity part it is given in your textbook. Are you clear? Now see this one. This is all about what is that? Formation of precipitate and change in the color. Okay, next one. The next one is evolution of gases. Let us observe. Gases evolved or not? Evolution of gases. For that one, what is the name of this one? Spirit lamp. Okay. I need another test tube, boiling tube I need, but it is not made up of borosilicate. Okay, no problem. Okay. I have taken a pinch of potassium permanganate. One come to me. One has to come here. Someone has to come. నేను అన్నప్పుడు అగ్గిపెట్టె తీసుకొని వెలిగించు. Now what I am doing, I have taken potassium permanganate. I have taken potassium permanganate. I am heating potassium permanganate. Lit the matchstick. అగ్గిపెట్టె వెలిగించు. See, gas is evolved. Observe this one. One minute. See this one. What is happening to the matchstick? Observe this. Lit it once again. One thing, one more, one minute. Powder వచ్చినప్పుడు lit it. Okay. What happened? What happened to it?
It a pop sound.
Not pop sound. Observe this carefully once again. It is burning more brightly. Okay, so the gas evolved is, what is that? Oxygen. What is that? What is the gas? Oxygen. Are you clear? So the burning splinter burns more brightly. With this we can say that on heating potassium permanganate, it gives oxygen. It gives oxygen. Are you clear? So gases are evolved. Gases are evolved. Okay. Another example. Not only this. అటు పక్క పెట్టి బాబు కొంచెం ఇది ఇట్లా పట్టుకో. Change in the state, we observed that. Change in color also we observed. Next, evolution of the gas we observed. Next, formation of precipitate also we observed. Next, what is the next one? Rise in temperature. What is that? Rise in temperature. For that one, what I am doing? Observe this one. This is calcium oxide. This is calcium oxide. Another name for this one is quicklime. Its name is quicklime. Where is the water? Water. One minute. This is the laboratory thermometer. Observe this one. Reading. What is the reading? Could anybody tell me the reading? It is in between 30 and 20. It means, can we consider it as 25? Observe this. Red mark. Observe this red line you will find. Do you find the red line? Okay. Can you see the red line? So it is in between 20 and 30. So we can say this as 27. Okay. What is the reading? 27. Now add water. I have taken quicklime in the test tube. Add water. What I am doing? I am dissolving quicklime in water. Oh, right. Enough. Observe the changes that takes place. Observe what are the changes that are taking place. Is it rising slowly? Now it reached to 29 degrees. 29 degrees centigrade. Observe this one. In the beginning it is in between 20 and 30. Now it is 29. Okay. Can you see the reading? Is it visible to all? So we can say that the temperature is slowly rising. So with this experiment we can say that rise in temperature also takes place during the chemical reaction. Okay, these are the characteristic properties of chemical reaction. All these 5 may not take place in a chemical reaction. Any one of them may be take place, or any 1 or 2 or 3. Are you clear about that one? అంతేగాని ఈ రియాక్షన్ మొత్తం వచ్చేస్తాయి సార్ ఇవన్నీ అంటే మనం ఇవన్నీ కూడా మనం అబ్జర్వ్ చేయము. వీటిలో ఈ 5 ఏవైనా కొన్ని జరుగుతాయి. అర్థమవుతుందా? Rise in the temperature, formation of the precipitate, evolution of the gases, and change in color and change in the state also takes place. Are you clear? Next one. See, I kept it aside. Now here I will write the reaction for that one. After the class you have to wash it. Okay. Now listen to me. See this one. For rise in temperature, what example I have taken? Calcium oxide. This is its name is quicklime. Quicklime plus water. What is formed? Calcium hydroxide, CaOH taken twice. This is known as slacked lime. Slacked lime. I will tell all these things why I have written like this. Okay, in balancing we will discuss all these things in detail. Next, another example is also there for evolution of the gases. Here is another example for evolution of the gases. Evolution of the gases in the sense, in a chemical reaction, when the chemical reaction takes place, gases may be liberated. Gases may be liberated. In all chemical reactions, no need to liberate the gases. Gases need not be liberated in all chemical reactions. But it is one of the characteristic properties. Okay, to prove that one, what I have taken? I have taken a conical flask. Okay, I have taken few zinc granules, and I am adding hydrochloric acid drop by drop. Observe this one. Reaction is taking place. Can you see that? Yes, lit the What happened? What happened? The flame is put off with the pop sound. The flame is put off with the pop sound. So with this we can say that gases are evolved. Gases are evolved. Are you clear about that one? So which gas put off the flame with pop sound? Hydrogen gas. Hydrogen gas. So with this we can say that in a chemical reaction gases may be evolved. Gases may be evolved. So you can give any one example. You can take potassium permanganate, or you can take this one, or anything. So simply in acids and bases also you will learn metals react with acids and give hydrogen and liberate hydrogen. How can you say the gas evolved is hydrogen when you bring the burning matchstick near to it? The flame is put off with the pop sound. Okay, so we must be very careful while doing this experiment. Okay, why? Because sometimes if you hold the test tube or anything like this, okay, the flame will hurt you. Are you clear about that one? Okay, you are afraid, I think, because of the pop sound. Okay, so we must be very careful. We have to do this experiment in the presence of teachers only. Are you clear? So we can do this. We can take any one any acid you can take it, any acid, any dilute acid, not the concentrated acid. You can take any diluted acid, okay, to do this experiment. Are you clear? Any doubt in it? So these are all the characteristic properties of chemical reaction. Are you clear? Are you clear about that one? I hope I made the concept crystal clear to you. The only duty is yours. What is that? You have to go through the textbook and you have to go through all the activities that are given in the textbook. Here I am ready to do all the activities. Okay, all the activities. Whatever mentioned in the textbook, we are ready to do in the lab or in the classroom itself. Are you clear? Okay, the only thing you have to remember is go through the textbook and read once again what is given. What is given. Okay, now here I am writing the equation for that one. Zinc reacted with hydrochloric acid, that is dilute hydrochloric acid, to give zinc chloride plus hydrogen. What is that? Hydrogen. Okay, what is the symbol of zinc? Zn. Hydrochloric acid is HCl. Next, zinc chloride, ZnCl2 plus hydrogen H2. So this is the gas. This is the gas. Gases are always indicated with the upward arrow. I will tell you what are the symbols and what are the special characteristics we use in the chemical reaction. How do we represent the physical state of the reactants and products? Okay, if gas is evolved, what you have to do? You have to always use the upward arrow. Okay, in a chemical reaction, remember that if you find, wherever you find upward arrow, this indicates gas. Okay, wherever you find downward arrow, this indicates precipitate. What is that? Precipitate. Okay, next, wherever you find delta, the symbol delta, heat. What is that? Heat. Wherever you find L, it is liquid. It is liquid. Wherever you find S, it is solid. It is solid. Wherever you find AQ, what is that? Aqueous. 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 If any substance is dissolved in water, then we call the solution as aqueous solutions. Okay, that is the thing you have to remember. Okay, any doubt is there? I think you don't have any doubt related to this characteristics of the chemical reaction. Okay, now you make a note of it. If you have any doubt related to this, you can post your doubts to my WhatsApp number or to the Wise app. Already we are all connected in the Wise app. Okay, you can post your doubts also. Okay, right, thank you. Right.